everyone and every pony. It is I, Fluttershy, back with another video. And in today's video, I will be reacting to Let Her In, and this is another creepypasta video. Yes, I know the last creepypasta video I reacted to was an apple sleep experiment, but now I'm going to react to Let Her In. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, yay! Oh my.
'Night 1. A hoof tapped against the window panes. It was 4 in the morning, and Fluttershy was standing outside of Apple Bloom's bedroom window.
Now, why would Fluttershy be doing that? What is wrong with myself?
Her eyes were blank, and her smile slight enough to go virtually unnoticed. As Apple Bloom turned her head towards the window, Fluttershy raised a hoof and tapped against the glass again. She mouthed 4 words, her mouth barely moving.
It's cold out here. Oh my. What? It's cold out here?
Apple Bloom pulled the covers over her head. She listened to the creaks and groans of the house settling. It would be dawn soon. The tapping started again.
Oh my.
Night 2. Fluttershy was standing outside of the window again. Her eyes didn't look quite right, but Apple Bloom would have been at a loss if asked to describe how. The dark red stain across the left of Fluttershy's face contrasted harshly with her normally bright fur. She again tapped on the glass, again mouthing those 4 words.
It's cold out here.
It was not cold.
Okay, that's just weird. What my Fluttershy in this video says it's cold out here, but the narrator says it was not cold. I swear I'm going to jump and scream if this becomes a jump scare. Because I know Friday Nights at Freddy's. And I know jump scares. Because Friday Nights at Freddy's and my Pinkies both have. And also the cover does not look too nice. So, if there's a jump scare, I will scream and I will jump. I'm just saying.
If anything, it was an unusually warm spring night. Apple Bloom pulled the covers up to her muzzle. A part of her wanted to open the window and let Fluttershy in.
What was that?
There was that.
Okay, I swear I saw something like a weird looking face that does not look like that. Like, do not tell me you did not see that. I saw it.
Whisper at the back of her young mind.
No.
Some part of Apple Bloom's brain said.
Do not open the window.
So she merely sat there, staring into Fluttershy's slightly off eyes. Sleep seemed.
There was I saw something. Like the cover. Like the face that was on the cover. Like, seriously, I swear I saw it.
The remote possibility. But eventually it came. Apple Bloom dozed off just as the tapping stopped.
I knew it. I saw something, and that's what I saw. Oh my goodness gracious. Where's Celestia's sake?
Night 3.
Night 3. I swear if there is 5 nights, this will be exactly like 5 Nights at Freddy's.
That night, Apple Bloom dreamed of toys. Not merely toys in general, but familiar plush or wooden faces from her childhood. She saw the wooden dolls Granny Smith had given her.
Okay.
The hand-me-downs from Big Macintosh and Apple.
So basically, you were not seeing Apple Bloom in this. Well, technically, we kind of only are hearing her sometimes, and fluttershy, like myself. Oh my goodness gracious.
Jack were also there. Although they looked dingier than Apple Bloom remembered, she found herself digging through what seemed to be an unending pile of toys.
What am I looking for?
I don't know.
Apple Bloom wondered. Apple Bloom decided a minute later it must be King Paws, her favorite teddy bear.
King Paws? Are we talking about King? No. Fluttershy, why are we talking about the Owl House?
Remembered loving him immensely when she was a foal. But why couldn't she find him? Surely he must
There was the face again. I saw the face again. I saw the face again.
be somewhere. Surely this relic of Apple Bloom's foalhood was not so easily buried. But King Paws hadn't been buried. Had he? He had gone missing. He had vanished from her life one spring night. And Apple Bloom had never been quite the same since. With this realization, Apple Bloom started to sob. This rush of emotion yanked her out of her dream. Fluttershy was standing outside the window again.
What is up with Fluttershy standing out the window? Just say let her in.
Clutched in her mouth was a tattered, old teddy bear.
What the fuck? And I saw it again. I saw the face. Why am I making that face every time? I saw it again.
Night 4. Apple Bloom slept in Applejack's bed that night. She made up some excuse about nightmares, horribly aware of how immature she sounded. But her big sister was more than willing to switch bedrooms for the night.
Aw, Applejack. Well, at least Applejack isn't like, I guess, the Applejack in an apple sleep experiment. Wait, this is not even the same thing. Fluttershy, stop talking about it. But sleep experiment. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, we're just gonna continue, and if there becomes a jump scare, like, I don't even know.
And of course, Apple Bloom could not tell her the real reason she was so distraught. Lying in bed, Apple Bloom started thinking about her foalhood for some reason. She recalled bright eyes peering out from an open wardrobe, shadows slinking across the floor, a husky sigh as she approached sleep. But those were not memories, were they? Surely they were simply the remnants of past bad dreams. Applejack complained of a headache the next morning, but otherwise was none the worse for wear. Night.
I saw the face again. For your sake.
5.
This story isn't as bad as an apple sleep experiment. I mean, as good, bad. I don't know, it's just not like an apple. Why? This story is good. This is actually ridiculous. Fluttershy. What is happening on my face? What even happened? What is the reason for this? Like an apple sleep experiment, it actually explains why Applejack goes insane because of Twilight spell. But in this, is there even an explanation why Fluttershy is looking out the window and why Fluttershy's face turns into this? No. It just starts like this. Better explain this because I am very confused.
Apple Bloom was alone in the house. Her siblings and grandmother had left the premises. The former dude.
Why would you leave a little filly at home alone?
to a last-minute order, and the latter due to some business with a distant relative. They would not be back until late the next day. Prior to bed, Apple Bloom locked all the doors and windows in the house. She made a bed for herself on the living room couch, and as one final precaution, Apple Bloom took an old garden hoe from the barn. She laid it next to her makeshift bed within Hoof's reach. It was raining outside. Apple Bloom listened to the raindrops splattering against the roof as she dozed off. Occasionally, she was convinced she heard something else. A footstep, a bang, a whisper. No, it was her imagination, or perhaps the wind. Apple Bloom snuggled deeper under the blanket.
Do I want you want to know what that sound is?
More noises.
Okay. Myself, Fluttershy, in this video. What even happened to you? What is your story? Why are you after Apple Bloom? Like, what?
Sounded as if they were coming from her bedroom, but that was impossible. The window was closed. But was it closed? Apple Bloom.
You let her in, Apple Bloom. You have doomed yourself. You have let her in. You have let evil Fluttershy or insane Fluttershy or whatever Fluttershy is actually right now, because holy shit.
Sat up, her heart pounding. She thought her locking down of the house had been thorough. But hadn't she intentionally avoided her bedroom, trusting the window to be closed? Yet any pony in her family could have opened it prior to their leaving.
Why, Fluttershy? Why Apple Bloom? Here's the face again, and also, if you just, I don't know.
Even more noises, banging, and perhaps footsteps. And Apple Bloom was now certain they were coming from her room. She clutched the blanket.
I would get the fuck out of there and run for the hills.
Quivering. What was she going to do?
Get the heck out of Dodge. Get out of there. I don't know. Just chill. Breathe.
Investigate? Flee? But
Flee is correct.
what if it really was her imagination, and the window was firmly shut? If so,
I swear if you go back there, Apple Bloom, I'm going to scream.
stepping out of the house might put her in more danger.
Or it would put you in least danger, right?
Apple Bloom threw off the blanket and dropped to the floor. She had to know. Perhaps she was trotting to her own death. But it was better
You probably are.
than simply waiting for some unknown horror to grab her. Apple Bloom took the garden hoe in her mouth before she headed up the stairs.
Are you kidding me? Why is Fluttershy evil? Are they going to explain this?
The house was silent, but Apple Bloom was not fooled. She approached her bedroom with caution.
Well, caution is good.
A part of her expected the door to fly open and for some awful creature to pounce.
I saw the face again.
But having a weapon of sorts made Apple Bloom feel brave. Brave enough to gently push the door open.
Are you crazy?
Without hesitation. The window was open. The wind, now practically howling, was slapping sheets of rain and leaves into the room. Judging by the twigs and leaves that had accumulated under the window, it had been open for a while.
Oh no. Yeah, I would get out of there. I would probably get out of there if I were you.
But the window was not the part that made Apple Bloom pause. It was not the cause of the scream that climbed halfway up her throat. She saw it within seconds. And once she did, Apple Bloom thanked Celestia she had not stepped into the room. Something was in Apple Bloom's bed. A pony-shaped lump was visible under the covers. It was moving, its chest rising and falling with every breath. Apple Bloom thought she smelled something rotting and dusty, like the pages of a very old book. But she could have imagined it. Apple Bloom did not move. Neither did the creature, save for its...
I'm shaking right now because I don't know what is even happening.
breathing. Apple Bloom realized the creature did not seem to notice she was there. It did not stir as she stood frozen in the doorway, nor
Get out of there.
did the wind and rain seem to disturb it. Apple Bloom eventually left the room, quietly shutting the door behind her. She went back downstairs, slower this time, as not to make too much noise. Apple Bloom ended up spending the night in the barn.
There's the face again.
When her family returned and demanded an explanation, she made up some half-believable story about a burglar. She refused to return to the house until all the rooms had been searched. As Apple Bloom had expected, no signs of a break-in were found, save for the open window in her bedroom. Apple Bloom returned to her bedroom after the search was complete. Other than a few dry leaves and the lingering smell of decay, there was no indication of anything having slept in her bed. However,
Okay, that's just weird.
Apple Bloom found that one of the dresses in her wardrobe was covered with dirt and what appeared to be a single bloody hoof print.
Okay, why? I'm confused. Why is Fluttershy doing this? Why? Again, I know an apple sleep experiment an apple sleep experiment is literally right here. What? I already did my reaction to an apple sleep experiment. In an apple sleep experiment, it actually explains why Applejack went insane. But this doesn't even explain anything. It started by night 1. Why is Fluttershy doing this? Maybe it'll explain when it gets close to the end.
Apple Bloom burned the dress in the fireplace later that day.
Introducing
Did you see the face? I saw that face.
shorter side of YouTube. Watch and create your own short videos.
I saw that face. I saw that face, Fluttershy. Why am I calling? I am Fluttershy, but this video Fluttershy is not me. I don't do that. Seriously, what is your problem, other Fluttershy? I saw that face.
Night 6.
Night 6.
Apple Bloom stayed up all night. She was sleepy to the point of near madness, but she refused to tear her eyes from the window.
Apple Bloom, you need to sleep. No, Apple Bloom. We're not having another apple sleep experiment on my watch. No. I can't have you go insane and go doing what Applejack did. You need to sleep. Not do what Applejack did in an apple sleep experiment, but because Applejack had something preventing her from sleeping. That was a potion Twilight gave her. Well, technically it's called a spell. They called it a spell, not a potion. But yeah. Go to sleep, Apple Bloom. And you, Missy, you need to stop scaring Apple Bloom.
Fluttershy was watching her yet again. This time,
Why would she be doing that?
she held a single piece of ripped cloth from her mouth. It was from the dress Apple Bloom had burnt. Apple Bloom had buried the remains of it in
I saw that face.
the yard. Apple Bloom thought of the eyes and the shadows that seemed to have haunted her early foalhood. She was now convinced she had also heard scratching noises and perhaps tapping. But memories and nightmares had become interchangeable as of late. Apple Bloom was not wholly convinced they were not one and the same. The two sat locked in what seemed to be a staring contest until morning came. As soon as Celestia's light poked its way through the clouds, Fluttershy turned and trotted away.
Oh my.
Apple Bloom did not get up from her bed. It was minutes before she at last gave in to slumber. Night 7.
Night 7.
Applejack had found the remains of the dress and demanded to know why Apple Bloom was burning her clothes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Why is Applejack Apple Bloom burning her clothes? Oh my goodness. I almost said Applejack.
She also asked Apple Bloom about her apparent sleeping troubles and her hostility towards Fluttershy.
Oh. During the day, I guess Fluttershy's back to normal, but during the nighttime, not so well.
Apple Bloom confessed nothing. She made excuses that were far from plausible. Apple Bloom did not care if her sister was satisfied or not.
I saw that face, Missy. What is with that face? Stop spying on Apple Bloom and stop scaring Apple Bloom. What is wrong with you?
A part of her hoped Applejack would send her away, perhaps to a relative's house. At least, Apple Bloom would be far away from this nightmare if that happened. But Applejack had not sent her away. Apple Bloom was certain Applejack was consulting Big Macintosh over the matter. But for the time being, she was forced into another staring contest with Fluttershy. Or what?
Apple Bloom, you need to go to sleep. Apple Bloom, you need to go to sleep. We are not having another apple sleep experiment happen. Even though Applejack had a spell preventing her from sleeping because Twilight gave her that spell, but still. And you, Missy, you need to stop scaring Apple Bloom. You need to stop looking through Apple Bloom's window and showing that creepy little face. Well, that face isn't actually creepy to me, just Apple Bloom thinks it's creepy, and you're literally scaring Apple Bloom. Enough, Missy. Okay, let's just continue with the video.
Whatever loathsome creature wore Fluttershy's face outside her window. Fluttershy pressed her hooves against the window. Her eyes seemed larger than they should have been. She appeared
I saw that face, Missy.
mournful, as if denied some great conquest. Apple Bloom could only stare for so long before she turned away. Fluttershy mouthed those familiar words again.
It's cold out here. I see that look at that face. And did you hear that? That was kind of weird. It's cold out here. No, I'm not that Fluttershy. I'm not this Fluttershy who is being weird. And I'm not the shed move Fluttershy. I'm just Or a nice Fluttershy, not that Fluttershy. Unless you make me mad, and I'm not nice to ponies who make me mad. And I'm not nice to any... Okay. I'm not nice to traitors. I'm not nice to bullies, but... Because I don't tolerate traitors. I don't tolerate bullies. Mainly, let's just continue with the video.
Apple Bloom
See that face?
stuck her head underneath the covers. She did not hear Fluttershy tapping at the window, but that mournful face had taken over her thoughts.
I see that, Missy. What did I say? Quit it.
Night 8. Apple Bloom thought she might have been sleepwalking the previous night, for she had not awakened in her bed, but curled up in front of the closed window. Enough is enough, Apple Bloom thought as she lay in bed. It might have seemed like a brave proclamation, but in...
I see that face coming along. That face is fixing to come up, Missy.
truth, Apple Bloom was terrified. She again did not sleep. Her eyes focused on the creature outside of her window.
Oh my, I see it. I see the face coming.
Fluttershy returned Apple Bloom's stare, smiling
I don't see that face, Missy.
and licking her lips.
Why would she be doing that, Missy? Enough, you're scaring Apple Bloom.
Night 9.
Oh my goodness, night 9. So this has been going on for 9 nights. What did I say, Missy?
Earlier, Apple Bloom had overheard her older siblings talking about doctors. She was aware they planned to send her to one. Whatever her siblings planned to do, Apple Bloom was confident her troubles would end soon enough.
Yeah, sure, in that face. Quit it, Missy.
Apple Bloom opened her window that night. She waited until the sun had almost sunk below the trees before...
Apple Bloom, why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that, Apple Bloom? Do you want to die, Apple Bloom? Are you trying to get killed? Because for some weird reason, this Fluttershy is not being good. She will not listen to me when I told her to stop. Or do you want to die, Apple Bloom? Do you want to die? If you do.
Or she did so. Her family had dozed off a little while ago. Confident she was the only sleepless soul in the house, Apple Bloom left her bedroom and went downstairs. In the kitchen, Apple Bloom procured an old gas lamp. She also took the sharpest kitchen knife she could find from the drawer, far more useful than the garden hoe she'd chosen last time. But in this case, the purpose was not mere defense. Apple Bloom waited until darkness had truly fallen. Then she crept back to her room, the gas lamp held precariously in one hoof, and the knife...
You want to get killed, Apple Bloom? You, Missy, enough.
handle in her mouth. Apple Bloom nudged the door open, inch by inch, careful to minimize any noise she made. The creature was again lying in Apple Bloom's bed, the outline of its form underneath the covers. Apple Bloom placed the gas lamp on the floor. She froze as it touched the floorboards with the slightest thump. But she saw no evidence of the creature awakening at the sound. Apple Bloom held back a sigh of relief. Apple Bloom waited a few more minutes to ascertain that the thing was asleep. She then approached the bed, knife still clutched tightly in her mouth.
Apple Bloom. And you, Missy. Enough is enough.
Mouth. She was shaking, but she refused to.
Now I'm shaking. Just stop moving, and you, Missy. Enough.
Hesitate in this moment of action. Apple Bloom reached the side of the bed and gently pressed both hooves against it. She eased herself up, carefully pulling herself onto the bed next to the creature. And then the creature moved. It was only
Oh my.
a slight shift, as if it was trying to get comfortable. But it was enough to completely destroy Apple Bloom's nerve. Apple Bloom dropped the knife, a squeak of terror flying out of her mouth. She pressed both hooves against her mouth. But it was far too late. The creature seemed to sense Apple Bloom was near. It moved in one swift, jerky...
Holy shit. Excuse me, Missy. I don't think this is good. The Fluttershy, who is a demon, chill in what the fuck?
Motion, arching its back and bending its head in a way no
Holy shit.
normal pony could have managed. The creature gave a long growl, its body appearing to convulse as it threw the covers from it. Apple Bloom screamed, leaping from the bed. The creature leaped from the bed as well, moving...
The creature... Yeah, this does not seem normal. This does not seem normal at all, everyone and every pony. Just not normal at all. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Missy, this is not good. The other Fluttershy is evil.
a way similar to a spider. It still resembled
Okay, a spider, what the fuck?
Fluttershy, but its neck was bent at an unnatural angle as if broken, bent to one side and
It doesn't... Oh my...
upside down. It regarded Apple Bloom with its upside-down grin, a grin extending far past what should have been possible. Its tongue hung limply from one side of its mouth, like that of an excited dog.
Oh my...
It was panting in eagerness. Applejack rushed into the room, a gas lamp in her hoof.
What in the hay is going on?
Applejack, you probably want to get out of there now.
Applejack said breathlessly. But Apple Bloom could only whimper, pointing a hoof at the creature that now stood in silent triumph near the window. Applejack's eyes widened with bemusement and horror.
What in darnation?
Applejack.
The creature moved its neck.
Apple Bloom and Big Mac and Granny Smith out of there, and do not forget your dog Winona. Get out of there, go to Twilight's place, or Pinkie Pies, or Rainbows. Actually, you can't get to Rainbows because Rainbows is actually, a cloud, because Rainbow Dash lives in the cloud house. Just go to Pinkie's or Twilight's, or mainly somewhere that isn't Sweet Apple Acres. And I think this is a Fluttershy. I think this is a creature pretending to be Fluttershy, so you can also go to Fluttershy's. I don't think this is actually me. I think this is just a creature. A demon, probably a demon that's not cute like King. An evil demon. King is cute. If you don't know who King is, go watch the Owl House now. But yeah. Let's just continue.
Again, adjusting its head to a more normal position. Its face no longer even vaguely resembled Fluttershy. Instead,
Oh my.
it had morphed into some twisted mockery of the shy pony's face. The mouth stretched even farther, the pupils smaller than pinpricks. It was breathing heavily, a tongue at least a foot long hanging from its gaping maw.
Oh my. Oh my goodness, you can tell that that's a little yellow and pink. Oh my goodness gracious. This is just like, I don't even know.
Applejack threw the gas lamp at the creature. It shattered upon impact, setting the vile thing on fire. All at once, the creature's twisted face rearranged itself. It now became a more accurate representation of Fluttershy. The flames started to engulf it immediately. A scent not unlike that of sulfur rose as patches of its fur hastily burned away. The creature objected loudly, alternating between screams eerily similar to those of Fluttershy and deep screeches not unlike that of a torch.
Seriously? Pretending to be Fluttershy, huh? Are we, creature?
Bird. The fur and flesh burned away at an unnatural rate, the screams and screeches continuing long after they should have ended. The last to surrender to the inferno was the light pink mane. After a few moments, all that remained was a charred skeleton.
Oh my goodness. Celestia's sake. So, the creature's dead now.
Watch drumming tutorials without Wi-Fi and jam uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Apple Bloom and Applejack did not speak to each other. Neither spoke a word of the incident, even after Applejack had buried the body in a secluded part of the farm. In fact, they both took the secret to their graves. Apple Bloom never again slept with her window open, even on particularly hot nights. Eventually, she was able to resume regular interaction with the real Fluttershy, although it...
Okay, so that was actually the fake Fluttershy, not the real Fluttershy. So that was just a creature, a weird looking demon thing, pretending to be me, so... yeah. So that wasn't actually really Fluttershy. That's good that wasn't actually really Fluttershy.
Took months before she could look her in the eye. And for a while after that, Apple Bloom would shudder every time Fluttershy smiled. The creature's smile would haunt her for the remainder of her days.
Oh my.
Occasionally, on nights when it was particularly cold and the wind is close to howling, Apple Bloom will swear she hears a tapping at her window, but she never gets up to check. She merely snuggles deeper under her covers, willing herself to enter dreamland quicker.
Oh my.
But it is a little harder to ignore the voice. It whispers to her, seemingly inches away from her ear. It sounds very much like Fluttershy.
It's cold down here. I swear there's a jump scare. Well, okay. Well, I thought that creature was dead. I thought Applejack burned that creature. It's so weird. I thought Applejack killed it and murdered that creature. But I guess Applejack didn't, because since at the end we heard that, and that wasn't actually me, it was just a creature pretending to be me, I guess. So yeah, I guess Apple Bloom was supposed to. But now it's not confusing at all, because why I would do that? Because, okay, I guess it's not confusing at all to me anymore like it was at the beginning, because I did not know why Fluttershy would be doing that, but it wasn't actually really Fluttershy. It was a creature that I thought Applejack murdered. But turns out it at the very last end, we heard it. So, I guess Applejack did not kill it. It came back. It wants to eat. I think it wants to eat Apple Bloom. I have not a clue. Unless that's actually the real Fluttershy. I have not a clue, but yeah, I still think an apple sleep experiment's better than this one, but I like this one. So I guess that's it for now. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and turn leave all notifications. Also, you'll never miss a video. And yay!